zone as the Bruins were able to complete a change in the offensive zone, then a big collision. That'll get the fans into it there. Again, forcing a turnover. This is Pouliot. Davis following up on the play. Couldn't get it towards the net. We're going to get a scrap here. It looks like that's Lucas Eagle, the big 6'5" defenseman. Eagle throwing a couple rights there. Trying to get a number for Weyburn. It looks like it's Drew Kuzma. So Kuzma and Eagle. If you can believe it, folks, we're going to get another penalty here. It's going to go against Weyburn. And now we've got another scrap there in the Estevan zone as punches being thrown by both players there. And that's Ethan Willens. Shot there by Bender and stopped by Giroux, and now we're going to get Braden LaRochelle and Cody Huff throwing this. LaRochelle can dish him out. Huff trying to fight back. He's trying to get a couple, and Huff with a couple, and a big right from LaRochelle. This is a heavy tilt, and Huff down to the ice with LaRochelle. A spirited tilt. And now Pouliot gets in the fight with Jasper. Pouliot over the top. Jasper trying to get back at him. Pouliot doesn't have his helmet on. Jasper is down. Pouliot keeps giving shots.
Off with a skate of Dobson. Picks it up in his own zone. And he gets hit from behind by Anderson. And we're going to get a bite as Dobson takes exception to the hit from behind. Drops the gloves.
And there is a tripping. Oh, there's some fisticuffs. And Josh Martin mobs as the Wolves stand together.
And it's first out to the corner. Vicente
Ethan Hilding, and he's dropping him with Henry. And Hilding beats him with a couple rights. Henry gets him to fall down. Too. And they're saying it's even up. Oh, Austin Lamont just went after his man, and oh my, what is this situation? I don't know what prompted Austin Lamont to go after his man, but he is all over him. And now, just as we were talking about how we weren't having any of the nasty stuff, here we go. Lamont has his man down, and top of him there is Riley McKinnon. Barloggy getting into things a little bit. McGrath's pulling his man away. I think we've got two Broncos in there. Oh, we might have some more pushing and shoving here. Mark Snar's being pushed aside by his man. McKinnon's got no helmet, but he does have his gloves on. Lamont's still going at it. They're not happy. And I don't know who the other Bronco is in there. Oh boy, this might result in some suspensions here. Austin Lamont is furious. Towards center and up that right side. Here's Ceccarelli. And the whistle blown. And here we go. We've got a fight. It's Arnston and it's Eric. And they're sizing each other up. Where are they going to go? Both guys tie up with the left hand. Eric tries a hammer fist. And they're both up now. Arnston gets a punch in. Eric might have got one in there too. Now Arnston, a way bigger guy Eric is. And Arnston manages to get the takedown. You know what? Not a lot of punches.
Reedy takes Von Sprecken hard on the boards, and then Von Sprecken reacts to that. Now they're going to go. Reedy and Von Sprecken dropping the gloves here. A couple right hands by Reedy. And Von Sprecken now comes back with a couple rights of his own. A pretty good scrap here. And now the linesmen will come in to break that up. But a real good fight there. But
they get an offensive zone face-off here, 6-on-5, and see what they can do.
So it'll be Kuzma against Keck on the draw. Keck wins it. The shot is blocked by Kuzma. Hansen into the corner. Kasperi out there. A bunch of big boys in the corner.
And you kind of expected this to happen, as you're going to get, is that Cody Huff, I believe, going against one of the Weyburn Red Wings players. Now Kasperi has dropped him in the far corner. And Kasperi is hammering away on one of the Red Wings. I'm surprised the referee isn't jumping in and breaking them up as they're down on the ice.
Well, Hansen and Kasperi have had a ongoing dialogue throughout this game, and they're still going at it here on Sasktel Max TV Local.
And they are still going. They are still going.
But once this is all sorted, the final score here in Warman, it is the Weyburn Red Wings.
as he's shaken up, he was cross-checked from behind. Now we've got a penalty coming up to the Red Wings. As Hauk mixes it up down there with a couple Red Wings. Now we've got all kinds of pushing and shoving, and Matt Millette drops the gloves with Davis Jorney. Davis Jorney throwing rights at Matt Millette. Millette comes back with a few punches of his own, and then Jorney a couple rights again. And he'll get the takedown there on Matt Millette. Pretty good scrap.
Mustangs have an extra attacker on as Joel Favreau comes off as Tkachuk loses it at the blue line. Now Maxwell gets a hold of Singh as he's had enough of that one and throws the rights.
Bringing it in after a pass by Leroux. Leroux takes a hit shot, and that might be no penalty there, but Leroux looked like he's down still. Here comes Christensen.
Oh, and here we go.
Gilman
and Tkachuk, after Gilman took him, made the big hit.
Caspical keeping it along the boards. And we're going to have a scrap here behind the plate. Bullhead comes over, and he and Gagne are going to go at it. Bullhead trying to get a left hand free. I don't know Gagne. Oh, Gagne drilled him as they went to the ice. Ironside had something said to him. He wants to go. Both guys drop the gloves, and we've got ourselves a tilt. And Ironside's going to go at it here up against Gilman. Both guys throwing bombs, and Ironside is going to go after him first. And oh boy, it wasn't a very long one, but it was a pretty good one.
The zone where the Terriers will reset. Gavin Ingram leaving it for Fontes. Ingram thrown into the Humboldt Broncos bench by Kaspari. Ingram finally pulls himself out of the Humboldt bench. A shot on to Stevens. That's stopped by the Humboldt netminder. We have a fight. Tanner Sklaruk throwing the rights against Connor Kaspari. Sklaruk has in a little bit of trouble here as Kaspari gets a couple undercuts on Sklaruk. Sklaruk goes down. Kaspari keeps throwing the rights as Tanner Sklaruk, the 20-year-old. Yeah, we got looks like we got a fight inside the zone, and it's Matthew Strelitz against Matthew Egan. Fair Matthews just double over the top from Strelitz. Underneath goes Egan.
Bounce behind Deeks. Deeks, though, good play to tie up Holden Knights. Otherwise, Knights would have been in alone. Davis drops for Deeks. He couldn't handle the pass. Oh, and then stepping hard into Dayton Deeks was Holden Knights. And they're going to drop the gloves. Millette didn't like that hit, and he just takes Holden Knights down to the ice. Got a good couple punches in there. And again, they're still going at it as linesmen are trying to break them up. Knights is getting a couple shots in after that fight appeared to be over. It over right now.
But it gets intercepted by Weyburn.
Strick looking for a big hit there. Looks like there's a little bit of a scrum. Oh,
There's a fight thrown. There's a fight. But Strick not take backing down. Toughest little guy ever. Strick just throwing the hands.
throwing the left, switches to the right. Looks like he's going to switch back to the left. They're just chucking the mitts.
Reedy.
Right hand from Reedy. Left hand from Strick. Right hand from Strick. Right hand. Oh my God.
Strick is backing out, and Strick clearly wins that one.
Across center, sends it in, goes in after it. Now a fight's happening in Cage Newens and Lucas Ochitwa. It'll be the first fight for Cage Newens to the Humboldt Broncos. Ochitwa goes in, Newens ties him up, trying to throw a wild right, and they're already down to the ice. That one,
stay out of it.
That one was a little lackluster.
Why the linesman going so fast? Like, frick.
Red Wings able to get it out towards centers. Off the stick of Weeks as Weeks ties his man up as he wants to go against McInnes. And we're going to drop the gloves, McInnes and Weeks. Weeks gets a couple of rights going. McInnes can't get the glove loose. Now he gets it down, throws his man down.
Kasperi in after it. Yaku's going back. Kasperi bumps the body. Yaku's boxes him out though. Into towards the near side, and Marburg going to get another penalty as he was a little too aggressive with Chisholm. And now maybe a penalty going back the other way as Dobson grabs Marburg. So
They might get a...
I think they're going to even this one up.
Yeah, there we got a scrap
now
going on.
Stromey with his gloves dropped. The referee's right in the middle of that. Now they're going to let it go. And
Stromey, that a boy.
has him down.
Top kid, like you said.
That was a shot there to Cannon and no penalty. As Lufton's dropping gloves, throwing lefts and rights. Lufton, it's going in, and he's not doing anything. Luft takes down his man.
And just like that, Luke gets some.
Will muscle this one out. Meyer dumped down by the other number 4 on the ice, and Kate Olsen. And back come the Broncos. Ceccarelli drops for Perkin. Perkin shoots. Stop. And a fight coming up between Meyer and Olsen. Meyer now all tied up. Olsen trying to give a couple rights. A little bit of a jersey tug battle going on here as they're protecting each other. Meyer now protecting Olsen. And those two pretty much tie each other up, and the linesman now will jump in, so no big shots landed.
This is sprawled in his crease there. And now we've got another penalty coming up, and more pushing and shoving ensuing. And now Nugan, they're throwing punches there. That's trying to catch the number of the Bruin, but it is Cage Newens for Humboldt, and I believe it's Von Sprecken. Yeah, it's Alex Von Sprecken. Sends it back into the Estevan zone. He took a bump there for his efforts. Willens trying to settle down that bouncing puck. He will. And now we've got a fight. Our first scrap of the game. It's Kean Calder chucking them there with Chorney. And Calder gets the takedown and a couple punches at the end. Up ahead. Chisholm. And now we've got another fight. This time it's Nolan Jones.
Seen in recent years. They got some guys who can score. But Coleman behind the play, and I think they're going to get at it. They are. He and LaRue are going to drop the mitts here. LaRue goes for the haymaker. He misses, falls to the ice. They go down again.
Front for Ket now with a quick shot, and it looks like Mitchell is going to drop the gloves. Mitchell and Evers, I think. I'm not sure who was fighting, but Mitchell is throwing the hands.
Mitchell's feeding him right.
And Mitchell
Gonna feed him a few more. There we go.
It is Evers, and Evers is holding his own.
Mitchell, I don't know.
As he finally goes down, and Mitchell wins. Not be denied. He gets shoved over, gets knocked out on the puck.
There's a hold. Oh, he got it.
And that's look at Gallagher. Welcome to the SJ. As he's throwing some hands. He was getting shoved around, did not appreciate it. He's still going at it. The refs are trying to separate them.
Shot takes a body on its way through again and just misses wide. Now we got a fight. J.D. Hall and Ethan Hellberg as they are throwing haymakers in front of the crease. As they keep on swinging. As they now backed up into the net, and now they keep on swinging. Hellberg, J.D. Hall in front of the Kindersley goal. Now they tire up. What a scrap between two big customers in front.
Kessler juggling this one, and we got a scrap, and it's Riley Little with the gloves up, and he's throwing them back and forth here with Reedy as they are both landed cannon shots. Little gives them a couple extra there.
Getting involved behind the play, and it looks like he wants a piece of Barloggy as the Broncos go the other way, and here come the gloves. Now here's Friedmore up against Barloggy. Both guys getting a couple shots in early. And Friedmore had a little bit of trouble shedding that glove. Now he'll get Barloggy down. Gets a couple good whacks in for a good measure.
Maxwell and Gervais are going to go at it. Maxwell not sure if he's going to set up left or right as Gervais comes at it right. Gervais starts throwing some right. Well, Maxwell with a couple of right. Gervais throws a couple of more. Oh, Maxwell got one in. Oh, and he gets another one. Now they're in tight. Gervais switches to the left side. Maxwell hangs on to a couple. There's a few bombs by both guys. Gervais gets the helmet off of Maxwell. Maxwell tries to keep him tied up. The jersey comes off of Gervais. They give each other a couple of taps.
Parker Layton and Parker Layton is throwing some hands, and he just swing, and Parker Layton making made two connections there, and he swings another swing, and this is to Brady Wilson. Not sure what started this fight, but the refs come in there and wrap it up. And a little too strong for Delaplore.
Oh, here we got another fight here.
And this is Loft, his second fight with this team. What the lockout punch! And Loft is still throwing hands and takes him down.
Tapes. Morgan with a hit from behind, clearly. Another power play coming up here, and Millette feeding him. He's feeding his man, and it's a pretty clear hit from behind.
It's 6-2 for the Hounds here as Jackson George gets control. We've got another fight here as Dane Crowley's going to drop the gloves with Braden Cook. That one didn't last very long.
Gets blocked. Puck goes onto the far side. 12 seconds to go here in the period. Now Reedy and Valentino are going to go. They drop the gloves. We knew this was coming. And Reedy and Valentino having their scrap. They're going right beside the Esteban bench. Reedy getting the better of Valentino in this one. Reedy is a, I guess wiry would be a way to describe him. He doesn't look like the biggest player on the ice, but he's
faceoff. Browski collects the puck, though, for Weyburn. He'll send it ahead for Dobson. Dobson was run into by Jones, and now Jones and Dobson are going at it. Oh, a couple right hands there from Nolan Jones. Dobson with a couple rights to Nolan Jones as well. This is a good scrap here right in front of the Weyburn bench. It was only a matter of time, and then Jones with the takedown on Dobson. Shot blocker side. Well, he scored a variety of goals from a lot of different areas of the ice, but it's that patented wrist shot that he let go there and scored. And now we've got another fight. Fitzpatrick and Sebastian Hamming going at it. Fitzpatrick still throwing punches down there after both players went to the ice. Hamming's got his jersey up over his head, and so does Fitzpatrick. Both.
Seconds ago, and the buzzer will go. Now we got some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Keyshawn Gervais tied up as he's swinging at Sebastian Hamming. Right-hand side. They're going right over the top. Toe-to-toe.
We got another one between Nelson and behind the net there as well, as the linesman's trying to keep him away from a Red Wing. But Gervais, a heavyweight.
Going at Sebastian Hamming. Greg Nelson's tied up on the play with
Kane, poke check as he enters the zone, but stays with it, and the puck is almost covered up by Pacenti, but he gets knocked aside. And now a penalty behind the play here, and we got another one here, and the gloves come off. Here's Nathan DeGraves, who's going to drop him here with Kane. And Kane kind of turtling up here now. They're both getting a couple shots, and Kane unloads a couple of them, and one of the linesmen comes tumbling in afterwards.
Toward the bench, back behind the net.
Here they go. Here we go.
And now we will go.
Maxwell
It's Maxwell and Kasperi. A heavyweight tilt if you ever seen one. The Broncos are up on their feet. Connor Kasperi's going to grab him a quick right. Kasperi another one. Maxwell gets a shot in. Long reach for both of these combatants. Kasperi another right. Maxwell trying to protect himself now. Maxwell throwing right.
Holy man.
Holy
smokes!
And Kasperi got a big right hand in there, and behind the net of Ramsey, Nick Shaw, Eric. He gets taken down by a couple players. Now, Owen Evers didn't like it, comes in late. Shot coming, stopped by Ramsey. Haline and Evers now going to drop the gloves. A second fight. Owen Evers, couple rights, into another big heavyweight fight. Rights from Owen Evers. He throws one. Haline gets a right back in. Evers trying to get the helmet off. This one's lost in a while. Rights over top. They'll tie up, go down to the ice. And linesman jump.
Austin Smith makes 2 saves and he decides to hang on, and more rough
there's
stuff.
a fight.
Webb has dropped his gloves. Webb's taken down to the ground there. He's in a tussle with Matt Egan. Webb and Egan square off there, so Webb
sends it ahead for Boyarski on the right side. He'll try and send this one ahead. That's got to be a checking from behind. And there's a scrum happening here. Everybody takes this exception to this one as Boyarski was ran from behind. I think it was Tallman. And everybody trying to find a dance partner here. Looks like Bell is Mason tied up. Lindsay's going ahead. There's a glove on the ice. I think that is, I'm not sure who that is. One of the Red Wings is trying to pull at everybody here as the officials try to separate them. It's Willens there who's got his gloves off looking for a dance partner. And he's upset here, and they're still pushing and shoving here. Everybody's getting into it. This is starting to bowl over a little bit here. Everybody getting a dance partner. One of the Red Wings said, oh my, this is getting nasty here now. Everybody's on the ice still, going after somebody. Rimstad, he's in a wrestling match. Mason gets up. He and Bell going after it now. Bangs has his man down. It's Liam Bell rather, who's his man. Henderson had his helmet off here. This looked like it was getting nasty very quickly, and Boyarski and Mason are still going after it. And look at these guys go. Now they're going proper, and they're throwing a couple of bombs here as Boyarski and Mason absolutely teeing up on one another here. Mason got a couple extra whacks, and Bayless gets the takedown. My Lanta, what a scrap that was.
Gervais and Cage Newlands at center ice. Cage Newlands grabs a big right by Gervais, another right into Newlands, a third one by Gervais, off goes the bucket of Newlands, then Gervais keeps throwing the rights, and down goes.
And we're going to have a fight in behind the play here. Cole Vardy going to go at her here with Strick, so the Ice Wolves are trying to get something going here right off the hop. Little surprised to see Vardy drop the mitts this early in a game. And they're tangled up behind the Bomber net now. Strick's helmet comes off. The fans cheer that. And they go at each other. Wolves come back as they lift the puck inside the Bomber zone. They really have their legs tonight. Another fight in behind the play here.
What's going on, Rob? Raymond and Luke.
Luke is a pretty good player for them, too. But I think that they have a feeling this is going to be a playoff matchup here. So Luft comes up. Oh, there's a nice uppercut that time from Raymond. So Luft and Raymond going at it here. A big scrap.
Oh, he got a good shot in there, Luke.
And I don't know what's going on. I'll have to find out a little bit tomorrow why these fights early. But if I'm LaRange again, oh, look at Raymond come back strong here.
Grabbing. They're worn out, Rob. Yeah, get in there. It's all over, boys. And they congratulate each other.
Hard, but stays on his feet. Solid contact on him by Sliva. Back to the line. Held in by Olsen, and a penalty coming here.
There we go. Somebody's trying to
oh
go.
Boy, here we go.
Gervais.
Olsen and Gervais at center.
See what we got.
Two leaders circling each other. Gervais tries a wild right, doesn't connect. Another right hits the shoulder. Olsen firing back. Here we go. They're trading right hands. Blasted away. An uppercut by Gervais. A hard right by Olsen. Gervais trying to come back over the top. They're throwing wild rights. Not quite connecting. The fans are into it. The benches are into it. Hard right by Olsen. Gervais comes back as well. They're tiring out here a little. The linesman will step in.
That was a good one for sure.
Oh, boy.
That was a big one.
There's no rebound. And we'll get another whistle. And now we've got our first scrap of the night. Cron is going at it there with, I think that's Von Sprecken. Yeah, it's Alex Von Sprecken who dropped the gloves.
Feed broken up by Albertson. Albertson will just hold it along the corner boards. Chorney all tied up there with Fomradis. Now Chorney and Fomradis are going to go. Nicholas Fomradis and Davis Chorney have the mitts off, and they're going to go. Here's Chorney over top. The linesman is in between. Nicholas all tied up, and now the linesman backs out. Nicholas is going to start swinging, and you know the boys are going to love this, but it's not going to be a real...
Here comes Reese Richmond. A long pass up ahead intended for Smith, who didn't handle that cleanly, and then a big collision between the two captains at center ice, Smith and Houck, and they're going to go. Smith and Houck throwing punches right at the Bruins center ice logo, and Houck got that right hand free. A couple punches from Houck delivered to Zach Smith, and then Houck gets the takedown on Zach Smith. So how do you like
job, and Schaub will dump this one ahead. Here is Georgette. Can't get that puck on his stick. Schaub crashes that puck back to the blue line here for the Red Wings. We've got a fight. Arnson's going here, and he's trying to go against Ferry. And Ferry's giving him a few, and now Arnson starts to fire back here, and they go after it. A good tilt there between.
Down low by the Stars. Oh, and we got behind the play. The gloves are shredded, and it's Rask into it, throwing bombs back and forth with the wings forward there. As that's Reedy and Rask giving him a couple of pops to the back of the dome. And how about this? The fans on their feet, the two guys going rock 'em, sock 'em robots, and Rask gets the takedown here.
Being watched by Mitch Koner. Jansen now will hit the red line, dump it in deep off the Brewing, bounces off the pad of Ham Herlicka, is loose in front, Sleva poking away at it, Herlicka covers it up, and now we got a bit of a Donnybrook as both teams, eighth and final meter, they don't like each other. Koner's got his gloves off, he's taking swings at, I believe that is Carson Kruska. Kruska doesn't have anything off here, as that is Verani, and both players will go down in the left face-off circle.
To the left of him in the Estevan zone. Draw one by the Bruins, played back is Pollock with a hard hit on Von Sprecken, and now they're going to go. Pollock and Von Sprecken, and Simon Pollock up against a hard-hitting Von Sprecken. And now we got a full-out line brawl erupting. We've got Tallman as Von Sprecken got into it with Pollock. Pollock's coming as Red Wings trainer Marv Fox heading over. Von Sprecken checking on him. As we got another fight here, we've got, looks like a Chorney and Burns. Tallman and Burfoot.
.53 gets a hit from Vicentini. 61 carries the puck out. Den Hartog. Oh, and then we got a fight. Vicentini and Robson. And they're now tackled down to the ice. For a goaltender to do. Here's Millette steering it down low for Fitzpatrick, and now Millette is involved there with Hamming. Hamming's going to get the penalty. Oh, and here we go. Millette's going to go with Hamming. He skated right at him, and a couple right hands by Millette, and he took down Sebastian.
Middle gets it on net, and we've got a fight. Here's Arnston, and he's going to drop him with Strom, and they want a piece of each other as they line up and they start fighting. Here's a couple rights from Arnston. Here's a couple rights from Strom. Both guys firing away now. Couple uppercuts from Arnston. And this one's, Strom's getting a couple shots away as well. These guys are battling, and it's a great fight to watch these two going at it here. Still going on. Strom just landed a hard left. They're still on their feet. Helmet comes off for Arnston. They're throwing each other around now as Strom lands another hard shot to end the fight. What a beauty tilt that was.
Gets to the point to Atomic Pilot. It's at Conrad Mitchell.
Oh, we got a fight. We got a fight. Stricker and Byers going at it. Stricker and Byers, I think. Yeah, feeding some shots, and the takedown goes to Strick.
40 seconds left on the time clock, and a quick shot was stopped by Schwab, and then Newens goes after Steele, and then gets decked from behind, and here we go. Yes, we got some real pushing and shoving now, and Eric saying after his man Clyde, it's a full-on line brawl here. Everybody's in the party, and they're sending out invitations for more, perhaps. As on top of his man is Keaton Klein. He's doing one of those WWE moves, and boy, oh boy, we got Eric is ragdolled. Someone Southgate's got the gloves off, and he's tossing them, and he's knocking his man around. As McKinnon on the receiving end of a couple of punches to the jaw. Steele still trying to shake off the gloves with Newens, and behind the goal, we got a doggy pile. We got an official trying to separate the super glue between Riley Little and who is the Bronco he's tangoing with. That's going to be, once again, Tyler Kuczynski, who's been all in the middle of it tonight.
Upson never got to the net. 4 minutes to go in the third. And a 3-1 Estevan lead. Shots now 45-11. Favor the Bruins, and now we've got a scrap. Kean Calder against Bocek, and Calder trying to get that right hand loose, and Calder gets a couple shots in on Bocek near the end of that.
Behind the play. We got Robson and Henry drawing back and forth. Henry wants to go, and now they'll go. The hits are shed, and it's Henry and Robson and Sid Rice. That's 5-9 in Melville. Henry starts fading the right hand.
Comes out, right back to the Hounds again, and another save made by Cannon.
And it's in the back
Now
on the
comes
net.
to Cole Christensen
And
on
Webb
the
and
left
Proby
side.
are going. Webb and Proby are going. And Proby's getting the lid up, and right hand's flying from Proby, and Proby takes him down, and we got a fight.
Oh,
All right, we got Abrick and Mustache facing off. All right, and Abrick throwing the rights. Abrick, and the left is coming loose for Sugar. Sugar's throwing left. Abrick's throwing right. They're tied up now. Abrick going for the take. Abrick throws an uppercut, and he gets the takedown. Abrick with the takedown.
The neutral zone of the right side. He's got Lopez with him, and
We got a fight. Conrad Mitchell,
Oh,
the
my
big
goodness.
man going against Ochitwa. And Ochitwa's down, but he gets back up. Ochitwa stood back up, and he's Conrad Mitchell throwing the rights. Ochitwa taking on a much bigger customer. Ochitwa holding his own for what a good tilt.
Gets it to LaRue, who gets that over to Cox. Cox is taken down there by Thompson.
And Cox and Thompson are going to go.
Thompson and Cox.
Yeah, they're going. Oh, a glove up in the booth. And Cox with the right hand. Thompson feeding the rights. And Thompson with the takedown.
Dancing his way up. Seesaw loses the battle there. A little collision in the neutral zone as Oliver Ben comes up with it. Here's Nolan Coventry to Vandenheuvel. Going wide. Fans on it. Gets it in the corner though as there's a fight or something going on back door. There's Rasmussen and Boers going at it, and Rasmussen and two big human beings colliding right there. Oh, Boers is just giving Rasmussen a hard time, but you know Blake's never going to give up. And Rasmussen a couple late shots, but Boers some real crunches.
Picked up here by the Clippers, but as they do so, guess what? It's going to be a penalty call. And oh boy, we got fisticuffs in behind the play. Apologies there as I missed it. But a couple of bombs thrown there. Penalty. The puck goes into the net after the whistle. And now Rumsey is going to drop the gloves here with a Notre Dame